encountered people saying, one, you know, girl, Paul Mitchell don't teach you about black hair. Hi guys, I'm back with an updated video. So I wanted to just go ahead and let y'all know how my whole experience was in cosmetology school at Paul Mitchell. I know this has been a long-awaited video. I was supposed to kind of record my whole journey, but it just got very stressful trying to like keep up with everything. So I'm just gonna give everything to you guys in this one video. So let's go. So you start off being in core, and core is basically like you're a freshman, right? It's I think it was about 6 to 8 weeks, maybe, or maybe it was 6 weeks. It was anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks. I don't remember. But it started off, you're just doing your basics. You know, you're learning your basic foundations of hair. You do very brief color, you know, just basics. You're learning surface level of these things, right? Okay. Then you have to test out of core, right? You do your written and you do your practical. Same thing as what you do, you know, same to if you're taking your test to get your license, right? At the end of all this. So you do that. It was pretty easy. You know, I will say y'all take plenty of pictures. Take plenty of pictures before and after your setup, you know, your SMAs, and just take plenty of pictures. And I'll tell you why later on in this video. So you do that. Core for me was pretty cool because you get your kit, which is so exciting because everybody's so excited to get your kit and you just want to see what's in it. You know, you want to decorate it. It's just so exciting, you know, because it's like you're finally starting this journey, right? Okay, so moving right along, you pass core. Then you become an adaptive, okay? So an adaptive is in Paul Mitchell's world. I don't know if every school is like this, so I'm only speaking on Paul Mitchell. You become an adaptive, and an adaptive is basically you're getting more in depth what you learned in core. So like I said, you was like surface level things in core, like bare minimum. You're getting more in depth with that as an adaptive. And for us, you were able to take clients after a while. So being an adaptive, I was an adaptive for I think it's like 14 weeks or something like that, okay? Just to give you a kind of idea, I don't know exact dates. I became an adaptive, and then I was an adaptive from that time, so beginning of September, until November, December, right? Because I was able to be a creative a little bit early due to my hours, which is very important, you guys. Going to class is so important. Do not get caught up in, you know, oh, I'm gonna just skip here because I don't feel like it. I'm gonna skip here because I don't feel like it. Oh, I'm gonna leave early because such and such. Now, if it's a true emergency or it's something like I have a kid, so it was times where I had to leave because my husband couldn't get him or whatever the case may be. So, but I made sure I made that time up. Like we were able to go to school or clock in, I think like 15 minutes ahead and sometimes 15 minutes after. It just depends on what you have going on. But I was able to keep track of those hours, and I don't smoke. So my smoke breaks, you know, they accumulated and everything. So things like that. But being an adaptive, like I said, you had a little bit more freedom than core. Core, you was like strictly in the classroom. Everybody else, you know, just kind of free flowing. Core, you're like a baby, you're a freshman. You're just in the classroom, you know. So with that being said, I enjoyed being adaptive more because we went, like I said, more in depth with things. And attendance played a part because you would probably miss something if you didn't come to class, or if you just leave early because everybody else leaving early, or oh, you know what, I don't feel like it today, you know. Now, have your days. I'm not saying, you know, just strictly, but just have tunnel vision, you know. Just don't get caught up in all the extra. For me, I ended up meeting a friend, and we decided to do deans, okay? So that's why I said make sure you take plenty of pictures. I decided, being an adaptive, that I wanted to do Dean's List. Dean's List is like, it's a prestige. I'm just saying, but it is. It's a great honor in the Paul Mitchell world, because that means you went above and beyond to do all these extra activities and just have more knowledge of what you're already doing, more hands-on things, and you're featured on the Paul Mitchell website. It just has a lot of perks with it. So if you tour the school, just make sure you ask them about that so you can get more information about that. But I definitely suggest you taking pictures, because for me with Deans, when I started, again, as an adaptive, I had to go back and take some of these pictures, because I'm like, even though, and you keep doing the same thing over and over and over, like you're gonna go through cut theory, you're gonna go through color, cut, color, I'm missing one, texture, you're gonna go through texture, all of that, right? All of that. So just make sure you take your pictures, and make sure Deans is something that you want to do. Now, along with Deans, I also did honors, because in order to do Deans, you have to complete honors, which is a whole nother ballgame. Fast forward, I'm a creative. Let's hit to like January, February, right? So then you move on to final phase, okay? So after creative, or during your time in creative, you go to final phase, which basically prepares you for the practical and the written. Now, this is the real practical and written that they're preparing you for. That's the one that determines if you're gonna get your license or not, girl. I'll go ahead and insert a clip somewhere on the screen so you can kind of see. I cried. Oh, I cried. Oh, that was like the face. But I cried because honestly, it felt so much better than getting my degree, honestly. And that's just to me. I'm not putting down anyone who got a degree. It's great, you know, whatever you're doing, degree, certificate, just a job, you know, whatever you're doing, congratulations. But for me, this was something that I felt really passionate about, you know, and I was just so excited. Touch on a few things during my journey of school. I encountered people saying, one, you know, girl, Paul Mitchell don't teach you about black hair and all this other stuff. Now, however, Paul Mitchell, they do teach on texture hair, and luckily I had teachers who are instructors. I don't want to say teachers proper as instructors. I had a few that were African American, so they knew, and they were hairstylists of their own, so they knew, you know, about our, like, how to straighten our hair and press and all that, like perms, I'm sorry, relaxers. Sorry, girl. I honestly enjoyed it, you guys. I really enjoyed going to school. Did I enjoy every day? No. Was I frustrated? Yes. Was I ready to go? Hell yeah. Okay, I was. But I enjoyed it because I knew this is where I was supposed to be, and that's what counts. You have to know that this is your journey, right? And pray on it, meditate on it, whatever you have to do. But I feel like that's what set me apart from some people. Like, just know this is what you want to do. Like, for me, in my journey, I had already been to college, you know? I had a kid, I had a husband. My thought process is different from someone who may be 17 or 18 or whatever age, who may be just trying it out. You know, there is no plan B. This is my plan A, B, and C, you know? So I had to get it a different way. Like, this is not a game to me. So if you have tunnel vision, you guys, y'all can push through this. Y'all can get through it. If y'all have any questions, especially about that written and that practical, girl, because your girl got her license, she's licensed now. But if y'all have any questions, please send me a message. Send me a message on my Instagram. Send me a message here. Comment below. We can all talk about it like together. Talk about our whole experience together. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Please check out my other videos that's coming up. I will do better at posting. I know I keep saying this, but I'm gonna do better at posting and giving you guys more content. And yeah, bye guys.